Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at noon.
We start with new information on the plane wreckage found near Aberdeen, South Dakota. Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jordan Schreier. Authorities have now confirmed one body was found among the debris, and they're now working to identify it. The remains were found 3 miles north of Aberdeen last night. Searchers have been looking for a plane after one took off from that city October 9th, headed to Oaks, but never made it. American News in Aberdeen is reporting that a hunter found the plane around dusk yesterday. Police haven't yet confirmed that the wreckage is that of the missing aircraft they have been looking for. County dispatchers tell Valley News Live that more information will likely be released later today. Taking that live look outside right now. Another gloomy day out there, but hey, at least it's not raining, at least right now in the metro. For what we can expect for the rest of our day, let's check in with meteorologist Lisa Green.
Yeah, I've been keeping our eye out to the west, as we just saw in our sky cam, with some brighter skies just west of the Fargo-Moorhead area. We've been on the very edge of the clouds, a little gray. And we also have the cloud cover and wind combining, making it feel pretty raw out there. We're looking at winds gusting into the 30s in most spots, but check out Sisseton, a 47-mile-per-hour wind gust. So we're still dealing with some strong wind gusts in the region. 37 in Fargo, 36 in Grand Forks, with that wind blasting in out of the northwest. And here's a look at that radar and satellite picture. You can see that just west of us over toward Tower City, we've got some sunshine. Grand Forks has also been on the edge of the cloud cover, and you can see more into Minnesota. That's where we're stuck in the clouds through the afternoon, and that's where we have the better chance for some spotty areas of light rain or a snow shower or two impacting us there. So where we've been a little more sunny, temperatures have already been into the 40s. We're at 43 in Gwinner and Oaks. Fargo's at 39. 38 in Grand Forks, and our planner for today, expect to see temperatures for some of us hitting the 40s, but again, it's going to be another gloomy one and still windy as we head into the afternoon today. It doesn't ease up until overnight. We'll have more on that, a look at the rest of the week ahead, coming up in just a few minutes.
I look forward to it. Thank you, Lisa. New for you at noon, authorities are trying to figure out how a shop went up in flames in Carrington, North Dakota. NewsDakota.com is reporting the fire happened yesterday on the north side of the city. That storage building is now considered a total loss. No one was injured. A co-owner of a Fargo restaurant has agreed to plead guilty to a federal charge of harboring illegal immigrants. KFGO News is reporting that Jose Gutierrez is accused of shielding 2 workers from detection by hiring them as cooks at Mango's Mexican and American Grill. Court documents show federal prosecutors say the workers were not eligible to be legally employed in the United States. The maximum sentence for harboring illegal immigrants is 10 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. But under terms of an agreement, the prosecutors and defense attorneys will recommend that Gutierrez serve 2 years probation and pay a $15,000 fine. That plea agreement still must be approved by a federal judge. The North Dakota Highway Patrol will be conducting a sobriety checkpoint in Morton County. That checkpoint will be taking place this Friday. Sober drivers can expect a 2 to 3 minute delay as they go through the checkpoint. Impaired drivers will be taken off the road by Saturation Patrol. This is part of North Dakota's Vision Zero, which is an effort to reduce accidents, injuries, and fatalities. So far this year, there have been 78 deadly crashes on North Dakota roads. 32 of those have involved an impaired driver. The White House is bracing for what could be another critical day of testimony on Capitol Hill. A key figure in the Ukraine controversy, is set to testify, and President Donald Trump is taking new aim at the Democrats investigating him. Kristen Welker reports.
One of the key figures in the Ukraine controversy is expected to take the hot seat. Bill Taylor is the top U.S. diplomat in Ukraine, and his text messages will likely be front and center on Capitol Hill today. In one, Taylor wrote, "It's crazy to withhold security assistance for help with a political campaign." That message sent to the top EU ambassador Gordon Sondland back in September. Sondland responded more than 4 hours later. The president has been crystal clear, no quid pro quos of any kind. But Sondland recently testified he was directed by the president to write just that and does not know why the aid was held up. The president taking new aim at the entire investigation.
Pelosi, Shifty Schiff, Schumer, these people are trying to destroy the country. It's a very bad thing what they're doing. The president of the United States should be allowed to run the country, not have to focus on this kind of crap.
It comes after the president called on members of his own party to do a better job defending him amid the intensifying investigations by House Democrats.
Republicans have to get tougher and fight because the Democrats are trying to hurt the Republican Party for the election.
And he tried to rally his core supporters by warning impeachment could be inevitable.
Do you believe that it's a foregone conclusion that the House will impeach?
Well, I think they want to. Any Democrat wants to because they're not going to beat me in the election. So, of course, they want to impeach. Why wouldn't they want to impeach me? It's so illegitimate. It cannot be the way the founders, our great founders, meant this to be.
But adding to the anxiety inside the White House, some Republicans have been sharply critical.
We certainly can't have presidents asking foreign countries to provide something of political value that is, after all, against the law.
Prompting the president to lash out, accusing Republicans of failing to outmatch Democrats.
I think they're lousy politicians. But two things they have. They're vicious and they stick together. They don't have Mitt Romney in their midst.
Officials have said that the State Department attempted to direct Ambassador Taylor not to testify this morning, but will now be complying with that subpoena. Former President Jimmy Carter is in the hospital recovering from a fall. The Carter Center says the 95-year-old suffered a pelvic fracture after falling last night. Carter was at his home in Plains, Georgia when the accident happened. He is being treated at Phoebe Sumter Medical Center in Americus, Georgia. This is the second time this month that Carter has been injured in a fall. He received 14 stitches when he fell at his home on October 6. In our consumer alert this afternoon, you won't be able to buy any real fur from Macys in the future. The Cincinnati-based retailer says it will stop selling fur by the end of its 2020 fiscal year. Plus, it will close fur salons and stop selling fur at Bloomingdale's and its discount outlets. Macys CEO says the decision comes after meeting with the U.S. Humane Society over the past 2 years. Store officials say the rise of the new fabric and technology like faux fur will make this transition a little easier. Coming up here at noon, we take a look at a new form of treatment that could help those dealing with postpartum depression. That's coming up in just a bit. But next, Lisa Green is in with everything we need to know for our Tuesday forecast.